What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Xenny channel. I'm back with another video, man. If you're new to my channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like the video. I'll appreciate it. Today we got Why Nobody in Hip Hop Respects Fat Joe. So without further ado, let's get straight to this video, man. King.
I say stuff, Tim, and they always say I lie or I say too much. You know, I worked on an album with Biggie. We cut about 5 songs together.
And how many songs did you guys do?
I don't know, but a couple. Not maybe 8 songs, 10 songs, you know, like that.
Joe is pretty entertaining, right?
He entertaining.
Yeah.
He entertaining, especially when he lied. That's when he best entertaining.
Long ago, Fat Joe came out and said he lied in 95% of his rhymes. What did you think of that?
He told the truth for the first time, that he's a liar. That you can't believe nothing that comes out of his mouth. He's a liar.
Fat Joe said his name, Joey Crack, comes from back in the day. The homegirls, when he got up, his ass crack would be showing, so they used to always call him Crack. First of all, Fat Joe is lying. That's number one. Fat Joe is lying. That is a lie.
When talking about the greatest rappers from the golden age of hip-hop, it's impossible to leave out Fat Joe. The Bronx native with Puerto Rican and Cuban roots has undeniably left his mark on the culture. From dropping 13 studio albums to delivering hit after hit, Fat Joe has been a major force in hip-hop. Not to mention, he's also played a pivotal role in cultivating talents like the legendary Big Pun, who remains a symbol of pride for Puerto Rican MCs everywhere. But in recent years, Joe's iconic status has started to show a few cracks, mainly due to questionable behavior, shaky morals, and a tendency to exaggerate stories. One of the biggest criticisms being thrown Joe's way is his public support for Diddy, who's been drowning in controversy.
You know, I know Diddy 30 years. I'm just praying. It's a very sad situation. I don't know enough about it. That's as far as I could go. I stood up last night, maybe 4 hours praying for him and his kid.
With me, Puff Daddy used to chase me in my Beamers and Benzes, and I got ice on, and I'm looking like this. And he's like, yo, Crack, what's up? And this. Next thing I know, he's a billionaire. You get what I'm saying? So he was smart. He knew the branding business. Puff Daddy took everything.
Many fans and peers in the culture feel that standing by Diddy at this point raises serious questions about Joe's judgment and loyalty to the community. But that's not all. Fat Joe has also developed a bit of a reputation for stretching the truth, to the point where fans are starting to call him out for telling outright lies.
He's pretty entertaining, right?
He entertaining.
Yeah.
He entertaining, especially when he lied. That's when he best entertaining.
Long ago, Fat Joe came out and said he lied in 95% of his rhymes. What did you think of that?
He told the truth for the first time, that he's a liar. That you can't believe nothing that comes out of his mouth. He's a liar.
A prime example is his ever-changing stories about his involvement with Biggie Smalls. Back in 2023, Joe appeared on Cam Capone's platform and dropped a bombshell. He claimed that he and Biggie had worked on an album together, recording 8 to 10 songs. According to Joe, the project was scrapped and most likely destroyed because it was so disrespectful, full of disses aimed at Tupac.
We made a bunch of songs, you know what I'm saying? But they was like really disrespectful and hateful, and so he died, and they might have burnt them shits, to be honest with you. Because, you know, it was distasteful, you know what I'm saying, after the fact.
And how many songs did you guys do?
I don't know, but a couple. Not maybe 8 songs, 10 songs, you know, like that.
Now, at first glance, it might seem believable. Joe and Biggie did have a documented relationship, but fans weren't buying it, and here's why. Joe's own words don't seem to add up. On Vlad TV in September 2018, he told a completely different story. During that interview, Joe said he and Biggie had been working on an album but only recorded 4 songs. He even mentioned that Puffy and the Hitmen were involved as producers. Fast forward to March 2021, when Joe was live with Swizz Beatz and Timbaland, and suddenly the number jumped to 5 songs.
You know, I say stuff, Tim, and they always say I lie or I say too much. You know, I worked on an album with Biggie. We cut about 5 songs together.
Now, okay, 4 to 5 songs, that could just be a simple mix-up, but 8 to 10, Fans were quick to call cap, joking that maybe Biggie had come back from the grave to hit the studio for those extra tracks. The inconsistencies in Joe's story had people scratching their heads. Then there's the Tupac situation, which further complicates Joe's narrative. Back in 1995, Joe was on the radio discussing the infamous East Coast versus West Coast beef. During that broadcast, he said some things that allegedly caused tensions with Puerto Rican inmates who were loyal to him. Joe claimed he ended up smoothing things over by speaking directly with Pac on the phone. According to him, they cleared the air, and there was no animosity between them. Joe even said he sent a message to Charlie Rock LD asking him to hold Pac down in prison.
And they asked me the question, yo, Joe, what you think about Tupac and all that? I said, yo, he's cool, but, you know, if they step to me, it's gonna be some shit.
Yeah.
Tupac's locked up upstate in New York. The Puerto Ricans hear that, and they're Poppy, Tupac got beef with Fat Joe, yo. Tupac was like, yo, these Puerto Ricans is on me. Like, you said something in the radio. I don't got a problem with you, Joe. Like this, I know what's up, this. And so, you know, we sent the kite out to the Puerto Ricans and be like, nah.
Now, on the surface, this might seem like a positive story, Joe playing peacemaker. But here's where things get messy. If Joe had spoken to Tupac and there were no issues, then why would he turn around and diss Pac on records? It's confusing to say the least. Fans were left wondering what really went down because the timelines and actions don't add up. If Pac allegedly told Joe there were no problems, why send a kite to Charlie Rock? And if everything was cool, why would Joe allow himself to get involved in diss tracks aimed at Pac? In December 2021, Lil Cease sat down with Vlad TV and shared some revealing insights about Biggie's feelings toward Tupac and diss tracks. According to Cease, Biggie was adamant that he didn't want to fuel the beef further and made it clear to Junior Mafia that recording diss tracks was off limits. He even warned them, saying, "If any of you guys record this track, I'm no longer messing with you." That's how strongly Biggie felt about staying above the fray. Cease claimed that no one in the crew went against Biggie's wishes, which speaks to how much weight Big's opinion carried. Then, in January 2022, Cease appeared on The Art of Dialogue and gave more context, this time directly addressing rumors about Biggie and Fat Joe allegedly working on an album together. Cease, who was with Biggie almost every day, shut those rumors down, saying he had never heard of Biggie recording songs with Fat Joe. He explained that while he might have overheard Big and Joe discussing the possibility of collaborating, no actual tracks were ever recorded.
I seen an interview from Fat Joe, and he said that him and Biggie was working on an album together, and he said that they had a whole lot of Tupac disses on the album.
I don't think so. I'm sure I was around for a lot of stuff, and I didn't hear none of that at all.
Cease also made it clear that Big wasn't the type to create full-on diss tracks aimed at...
Hey man, if you guys new to the channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like the video, I would appreciate it. I'm gonna see you guys on the next video, man. Peace.